Welcome to my class. In this particular video, we will talk about cluster computing. Introduction. At present, there are three main computing technologies. First one, cluster computing. Second, grid computing. And third one is cloud computing. Cluster computing is the oldest technology amongst the three. It made a start with the introduction of mainframe computers in the early 60s. However, it gained momentum in the 80s due to following four factors. First one, availability of high performance microprocessors. Second, development of high speed networks. The third one, development of standard tools, that is development of certain softwares which improved performance in distributed computing. And the fourth one is the increasing need of computational power for commercial applications, coupled with the constraint of high cost and low accessibility of supercomputers. Because we were requiring more computational power for commercial applications, but at the same time we found that supercomputers are quite expensive. So we could not afford supercomputers, but we need to have more computational power, so it led to the demand for cluster computing. It led to the emergence of cluster computing. In cluster computing, a set of homogeneous computers. Homogeneous computers means these computers are of same type. Same type means hardware and software is same. The computers have same hardware and software. So in cluster computing, a set of homogeneous computers work together in synergy to solve a complex task. It means a particular task which cannot be performed by a single computer. In that case, number of computers will come together to solve the complex task. Cluster computing is a type of computing in which several nodes means computers, they are made to run as a single entity. All connected computers on the system run the same application simultaneously. It means all connected computers start working on the same problem at the same time. The computers and connecting devices in a cluster operate in same physical location. In general, a local area network connection is used to connect nodes in cluster, but internet could be used to connect nodes. Look at this example. We are making use of computers and bridges, and they form network. This is cluster 1. This is cluster 2. And this is cluster 3. All these computers are in the same physical area. Classification of cluster computing. Clusters can be classified into three parts. The first one is high availability clusters. Second is load balancing clusters. The third one is high performance computing clusters. Let us try to understand these different types of clusters one by one. High availability clusters. High availability clusters are termed as failover clusters. This is a zero downtime network. It is a configuration in which a number of computers work together in such a way that if a server fails, all requests to that server computer are redirected to another server computer in the network, resulting in a zero downtime. So configuration here means it is designed in such a way that if a particular server fails, then requests are not forwarded to that server. Rather, the request of clients are forwarded to other servers so that the network does not stop. That is, we call that this is a zero downtime network. Second, load balancing clusters. If there is more processing load on a server, then the further requests to that server for processing are redirected to another servers, working in collaboration to minimize the load on a server and distribute the load to achieve faster processing. There are a number of servers. If a particular server is facing load, in that case, no further request will be sent to that server. Rather, the new or fresh request will be redirected to other servers. In that way, we are in a position to maintain load among the different servers. The third one is high performance computing clusters. High performance computing clusters are synergetic computers that work together to provide higher speed, higher storage, higher processing power, and they can handle larger data sets. Areas of cluster computing. Cluster computing is widely used in meteorology, pharmaceutical companies, oil companies, financial markets, entertainment industry to give special effects in movies and commercials, means advertisements. The main focus of cluster computing is on large scale applications with very high precision which require very high computing capabilities. Now some of the advantages of cluster computing, they are as follow. The first one is it is easy to implement. Cluster computing is quite easy to implement. Second, it is easy to manage. In comparison to grid computing, it is very easy to manage. The third one is single system image. In this case, the user view it as a whole system as if it is a single processing unit, while in reality it consists of number of components. There are number of processors, number of network devices, number of applications. But it appears to the user that these are not different or these are not number of system, rather it appears to be single system. Fourth advantage, it is highly secured system. Since it is within the same premises, so it is highly secured system. Moreover, generally they are connected through LAN and we don't make use of internet. We can make use of internet, but in general, in cluster computing, computers are connected with LAN technology. Fifth advantage, it can be created using free open source software. It means we can have open source operating system, open source application, so it is not an expensive affair. Sixth advantage, it can even make use of less powerful computers. These computers can be regular client computers with low-end CPU and RAM. It means if some of the computers are less powerful, even those computers can be used in cluster computing. And the last advantage is it can be easily expanded to include more and more nodes. More and more nodes means more and more computers. Just now we talk about advantages, but at the same time we realize that there are certain disadvantages of cluster computing. Those disadvantages are as follow. First, cluster computing is not much suitable for small scale operations. In cluster computing, we intend to solve some complex problems. This type of computing is not suitable for small scale operations. Second, to implement cluster computing, one needs to have special programming skills and knowledge of the system. The third disadvantage is This is not suitable to be operated upon by novice. Those who are new to the computing systems, it cannot be operated by those persons. Fourth, the user has to submit the intended job to a queue, that is scheduler, and then wait to get the result. These are some of the disadvantages of cluster computing. So basically when we talk about cluster computing, it means number of computers come together to solve a very complex problem which cannot be handled by a single PC. Thank you very much.